The first concept is this idea of living in your solid self. I have 2 tattoos on my arm. One says pseudo, one says solid. Your pseudo self is the side of you that is false, that has been conditioned by advertising, society, parents, that is tracing old blueprints. And our pseudo side is usually the thundering voice. It's usually the voice that we listen to. And so what that does is that makes us live a life that is outside in instead of inside out. And that puts a crack in your container. So to build a brand new container, you got to start with pulling from your solid self. Your solid self is your authentic self. I explain usually through the movie Fight Club. Fight Club is about inner conflict, right? At the end, we realize that the whole movie is about one person. Edward Norton is Pseudo. He's just floating around without direction, without a sense of purpose, doesn't really know who he is. He's the kind of guy that gives you like a dead fish handshake, right? He's buying IKEA furniture, he's going to meetings, he's not sleeping, and then he meets his solid self, which is Brad Pitt. And whenever we meet our solid self, our authentic self, there is resistance, there is, pushback because it's scary. It's scary to listen to the faint whisper that we've been ignoring for so long. Step 1, you have to listen to your solid self as a practice. It's hard to do, and it's something I started to do after my divorce, and it took many years, one day at a time. But what I realized was the more I started to listen to my solid self, the more connected I felt to me, right? And a lot of times by you listening to that voice, you're going to get pushback, not only from yourself, but maybe from friends. They're not used to you speaking up or being heard. Here's the thing. If you don't start listening to your authentic self, your solid self, you start to create your own prison. And so I wouldn't give myself a choice. And as you shake the tree, the people that fall out, you got to let them go down the river. And this is how we outgrow our friends, outgrow people that we have a lot of history with. So that's step 1.